Hourly contracts, fixed contracts. Which is the best for you as a freelancer? You are about to find out. This is a topic that has been on my mind for a while. As a freelancer, I always used to gauge, is it better to be a fixed contract person? Is it better to be an hourly contract person? It's something that has been weighing on my mind for a long time, to the point of even writing a blog post about this a year ago on March 22nd. But after that period of time, a lot has happened since. I've experienced many jobs on the hourly bracket. I've enjoyed many jobs on the fixed bracket. And this video, I'll be talking about what the two of them mean, which is better, what cases the other is better than the other, and other things like that. I'm even wearing green to show that this is about Upwork. Fiverr also has green, but then again, this green is for Upwork because hourly jobs are only on Upwork, they're not on Fiverr. So stay tuned. Welcome to my channel, and my name is Rick, and in this episode we'll be dissecting hourly contracts and fixed contracts as well. As a freelancer on Upwork, you will be faced with this question at least once in your time. Should you focus more on hourly contracts? Should you focus more on fixed contracts? Should you be celebrating when someone offers you an hourly contract, or should you be celebrating when someone offers you a fixed contract? I'll be talking about all these things right now. Working in Ghana, working in Africa, we do not calculate wages by hours. It's just not done. I know people in America will be very surprised if they see this video and they hear that. We just don't calculate wages in hours. It's not done because it will be laughable if I say, oh, my last job, I ended my last job earning about 7 cedis an hour, or 6 cedis, 60 pesos, but let's round it off to 7 cedis an hour. That's like $1. So I was making $1 an hour in my last job 2 years ago, 3 years ago. By this time, I was making $1 an hour. So we do not do that because it's very embarrassing. So we rather focus on monthly pay, how much you earn at the end of the month, and all those things. But in a freelancing world, we are in America standards. We are in America territory. We are paid in dollars more often than not. So we have to adapt to that level. So this is why people may not know whether it's hourly sensible or is it not sensible, and it's very right to feel that way. Now let's talk about both of them. Hourly contracts is a contract where you are given a job to do. You agree on what you earn every hour. So every hour while working on a job, you'll be paid that amount. For example, you are paid $5 an hour. You are working on something, whatever it is. It could be whatever. Just once you're working on it, you work. 1 hour passes, you get $5. 2 hours pass, you get $10, and that's how it is as an hourly job. So whether your output is very good or it's not good at all, you're slacking off, lazying off, you are getting that same amount of money after every single hour. That's just the way it is. That's an hourly contract. Fixed contract, on the other hand, is they give you the money for a specific task. For example, let's say write 100 comments on YouTube, and I'll pay you $10 for those 100 comments. Whether it takes you 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, you'll be paid $10 for that job. For example, and let's try and link the two and get your mathematical hats on. Let's say it takes you 3 hours to write 100 comments on YouTube. Which is better, using the $5 and $10 analogy? Have you answered? Okay, let's break it down. For fixed, it's 100 for $10. Hourly, you're earning $5 an hour, and you take 3 hours to do it. So that's 5 times 3, $15. Fixed, you're earning $10. Whether it took 1 hour, it take 2 hours, it take 3 hours, that's $10. So you could say hourly is better in this instance. But there is a but. To be better in fixed, you have to be more efficient. So if you can take an hour to write those 100 comments, you made $10, and that is $10 an hour if you round it off. So I hope I'm not confusing you, I hope I'm not losing you, but that's how it is. These are the types of calculations that always go through my mind. So to break it down for you, to make it a bit easier, fixed contracts, when we see a fixed contract, it's focused on efficiency, productivity. If you're not efficient, if you're not productive, you're going to lose money. For example, the same 100 comments example I've given, if you're not productive and it takes you 5 hours to write 100 comments, you are making $10. 10 divided by 5, that's 2. You're making $2 an hour. But if you're on an hourly wage bill, you're getting $5, whether your output is great or it's not so great. So that's how it is. So you can see that if you are someone who really wants to put in the work, ready to focus on a task, fixed could be very good for you. And hourly is not all sun and roses. I made it look like fixed looks a little bit bad. I made fixed look kind of bad, but it's not all sun and roses at hours. For example, if you have a job and it pays you $5 an hour, it will get to a point where that will not be enough for you. You feel like no matter what you do, you're earning the same. Whether your output is great, whether you become a better worker, whether you become more efficient at doing your job, you are still earning the same amount of money. But fixed, if you are more efficient at doing your job, you are doing it quicker, you are getting the payments quicker. So that's a downside to the hourly contract as well. So these calculations have been on my mind for so many times, and I cannot specifically say hourly is great, fixed is bad, or fixed is freaking fantastic and hourly is terrible. No, just make sure that when you are going for hourly, you should have something that every hour you know that what I'm getting an hour is very, very decent in this part of the world. In Africa here, to get this amount of money every hour of working is absolutely fantastic, because more often than not, most people are getting that money in a day or half a day of work. So when charging for hourly, you have to charge a bit more than $5, please. And if you are charging for fixed, you should be ready to become super efficient. I know how difficult it is to be very efficient. When I'm working, for example, and my phone is close by, I always keep checking my phone. So I've decided to put my phone away when I'm busy working. I've realized that it makes me much more efficient. I have both hourly and fixed contracts as well, and yeah, they are both good. Hourly is good if the hourly rate is decent. Fixed is good if you know that you can do the job in a very quick manner, and you can always convert. You can always convert and compare. Like with the examples I've given, you can convert that. Okay, if I'm taking 5 hours to do 100 comments and I'm paid $10 for that, that means it's $2 an hour. So it will be better to take the hourly version of that job. So you can always convert and compare, and that is the purpose of this video. Hourly versus fixed contracts, which is better? It depends on your situation, it depends on the job you do, and feel free to leave a comment, like, comment. Again, I said comment twice, subscribe, and I'm producing videos every single week. I will never fail on that. I've decided to put out new content every week, and this episode was about hourly versus fixed contracts. So let me know what you think, and see you on the next one. Peace.